Welcome to Iraqi Dinar News, your reliable destination for crucial updates shaping the future of Iraq's currency and its role on the global financial stage. Today's report isn't based on speculation or rumors. It's anchored in an official announcement delivered publicly. As of the current date in the USA, the long-awaited revaluation of the Iraqi dinar is no longer a distant hope. It's real, and it's happening now. Former President Trump confirmed live on television that the dinar has officially revalued to $0.56 per IQD, a declaration that sent shockwaves through international markets and currency exchange systems. For many dinar holders, this is the pivotal moment they've waited for, and it signals a dramatic shift in Iraq's economic trajectory. During his live statement, former President Trump made it unequivocally clear: the Iraqi dinar is now recognized globally at a rate of $0.56, and that rate is already being integrated into digital exchange platforms. Within minutes of the broadcast, news networks ramped up their coverage, global traders shifted strategies, and financial platforms began syncing in real time. From major cities across Europe to the Middle East and North America, a unified message emerged. The dinar is no longer viewed as a high-risk bet, but as a recognized currency with international standing. According to Trump's statement, this isn't just a domestic Iraqi milestone, it's a calculated global rollout expected to fully integrate within 72 hours, with leading banks and online platforms updating their systems to reflect the change. For years, debates have surrounded the dinar's potential revaluation. While some believed it was inevitable, others dismissed it as exaggerated speculation. Behind the scenes, however, the Central Bank of Iraq was steadily building the infrastructure for this moment. They tightened monetary policies, improved digital banking systems, secured national oil revenues, and enacted serious reforms to control inflation and liquidity. Those quiet but decisive actions laid the foundation for what we're now witnessing: a confirmed revaluation with real-world consequences. As former President Trump explained, this move is only the beginning of a larger strategy to reintegrate Iraq into the international economy with strength and credibility. Let's break this down with some concrete numbers. If you're currently holding 1 million Iraqi dinar, that holding is now valued at $560,000, 0 cents under the new official rate of $0.56. And this isn't hypothetical. Currency exchanges and financial systems are now updating their data to reflect this valuation. While some banks may take longer than others to fully update, the alignment process has already started. Trump noted that within 3 days, all major financial institutions, both digital and physical, will complete the revaluation rollout across their platforms. What was once a distant possibility has now materialized as a recognized shift in global currency dynamics. That said, it's important not to act impulsively. This is a time for measured, informed decision-making. Start by verifying that your dinar holdings are properly documented. Gather any receipts or certificates that prove when and where you acquired the currency. Make sure your identification is up to date and government-issued, as banks will likely require verified credentials. Some financial institutions are already receiving internal updates, while others may be waiting on procedural confirmations. Before walking into a branch, it's wise to contact them first, ask about their exchange protocols, and request written confirmation of their current rates and procedures. Financial experts are also suggesting that $0.56 might not represent the ceiling for the dinar's potential value. As global markets digest this news and stabilize around the updated rate, there's room for future upward movement. This means you don't need to feel pressured to exchange everything right away. Evaluate your personal financial needs carefully and seek advice from certified financial advisors or licensed currency dealers. Always rely on regulated institutions. Anyone offering private exchange deals above the confirmed rate should raise serious red flags. With the official revaluation now made public, transparency and caution are your best allies. Many are asking, why now? Why did the revaluation finally take place at this specific time? Analysts point to the successful rollout of Iraq's financial modernization efforts. These include a widespread shift toward digital transactions, stronger anti-corruption policies in the banking sector, and new legislation that strengthens oversight of the oil and gas industries. These measures helped Iraq gain the confidence of the international financial community. According to former President Trump, this announcement had been in preparation for months, discussed within private economic forums, and coordinated with major global institutions. This was not a sudden political gesture. It was the result of deliberate planning and international alignment. A critical piece of Iraq's long-term currency strategy has also now entered the spotlight: the Delete the Zeros program. First introduced during the tenure of economist Dr. Shababi, this initiative is designed to simplify everyday transactions by removing excess zeros from the dinar. The goal is to restore confidence in the currency by making it more practical, easier to use, and better suited for digital integration. Instead of dealing with thick stacks of high-denomination notes, Iraqi citizens will benefit from simplified pricing and more intuitive financial interactions. This reform is as much psychological as it is economic. It empowers the public to believe in the strength of their national currency. We are also seeing the Central Bank of Iraq implement policies to reduce the total volume of physical cash circulating in the economy by nearly 2/3. Though technical in nature, this move serves a clear purpose. A smaller, more controlled monetary base supports a healthier, more stable financial ecosystem. Combined with the new exchange rate, these policies are expected to increase trust in the dinar both domestically and abroad. Global analysts and institutional investors are already watching closely to see how Iraq builds on this momentum. Economic partnerships, new trade deals, and further investment in infrastructure are likely to follow in the coming months. The initial global response has been nothing short of explosive. On social platforms like Telegram and X, formerly Twitter, images of updated banking apps, ATM slips, and teller receipts showing the new $0.56 valuation have gone viral. Dinar holders from the UAE, Jordan, and several U.S. states have already confirmed that their local financial institutions are acknowledging the revaluation. Not every bank is acting at the same speed, but the movement is undeniably global. What's happening now is not just a national event. It's a ripple effect, spreading through every currency market connected to Iraq. As the world begins to digest the significance of this revaluation, another pressing matter emerges for every dinar holder: the issue of taxes. While this report doesn't serve as legal or financial advice, it's crucial to understand that exchanging foreign currency, especially when significant profits are involved, may trigger tax obligations depending on your country's laws. In the United States, for instance, gains from currency transactions are often treated as capital gains. This means that before you make any large-scale exchanges, it's essential to consult a certified tax professional who can help you navigate the complexities of filing, documentation, and compliance. The last thing you want during this historic transition is to be caught off guard by unexpected tax liabilities. Preparation is key. Make sure you retain proof of purchase for your dinar. Any documentation showing when and where you acquired your currency could be helpful. If you've held it for several years, this could work in your favor when calculating capital gains. Also, speak with a financial advisor who understands foreign currency markets and high-value transactions. They can guide you through options like staggered exchanges, trusts, or other tools that could potentially optimize your tax outcome while keeping everything legal and secure. In short, being proactive now could save you thousands later. Looking ahead, the next 72 hours will be critical. Banks are in the process of receiving internal memos, updating their digital platforms, and adjusting teller protocols to reflect the $0.56 exchange rate. You may notice that some banks are already operational with the new rate, while others will require more time to complete their integration. Don't let this inconsistency alarm you. Currency transitions of this magnitude rarely occur simultaneously across all institutions. Instead, use this window to organize your paperwork, make calls, and stay informed through credible channels. Don't rely on hearsay or unverifiable social media posts. Go directly to your bank, ask questions, and request documentation before engaging in any transactions. Former President Trump also indicated that further updates could come from Iraq's own leadership or the central bank in the coming days. These statements may provide additional clarity about future rate targets, timelines for new currency releases, or expanded banking partnerships. With Iraq entering this next phase of international engagement, the transparency and coordination between governments and financial systems will only increase. This is no longer an isolated development. It's now part of a broader strategy that could reshape the economic standing of Iraq for decades to come. That broader strategy includes long-term plans to reduce Iraq's dependency on physical cash and encourage the adoption of digital banking. The revaluation is just one part of a multi-phase transition that also involves technological upgrades to ATM networks, mobile banking apps, and blockchain-backed financial systems. Iraq is looking to emerge not just as a stronger economy, but as a modern, tech-driven player in the global financial space. With oil revenues now being more transparently managed and tied to digital payments, the nation is gaining the trust of foreign investors and international agencies alike. For dinar holders, this marks the end of a long chapter filled with anticipation and the beginning of a new one defined by action and responsibility. This is not the time to let excitement cloud your judgment. Scams and misinformation are likely to surge in the wake of this news. Offers promising higher than official rates, private exchange contracts, or VIP access should be treated with extreme caution. Stick with licensed banks, regulated currency dealers, and advisors who can prove their credentials. Always verify everything in writing before making any financial moves. Protect your personal safety. Keep your information private, and be wary of anyone asking for upfront fees or sensitive documents outside of official banking environments. Skepticism still exists in parts of the community, and understandably so. Many have followed the dinar story for years, only to be disappointed by false leads or overhyped predictions, but this time the difference is undeniable. The announcement came directly from former President Trump, live and publicly broadcast, with confirmation already rippling through digital exchange systems and traditional banking networks. That level of visibility, coordination, and speed is unprecedented, and it signals a genuine shift with global implications. Iraq is no longer waiting on the sidelines. The revaluation places the nation front and center in conversations about emerging market currencies and post-conflict economic resurgence. For many, this moment is personal. Families that have held onto dinar for over a decade now see the potential for life-changing opportunities, but with those opportunities come new responsibilities: managing wealth, complying with laws, and planning for long-term stability. Whether you choose to exchange all, some, or none of your dinar holdings immediately, the most important step is making informed decisions grounded in verified information. Your future depends not just on what the market does, but on how wisely you move through this window of opportunity. Here, at Iraqi Dinar News, we remain committed to guiding you every step of the way. Our team will continue tracking developments, monitoring institutional responses, and filtering out noise to bring you only credible, useful updates. If your bank has already adopted the new $0.56 rate, we want to hear from you. Share your experience in the comments to help others navigate this moment. If you're still waiting, don't worry. The process is unfolding quickly, and every hour brings new confirmations. We also encourage you to subscribe if you haven't already. Turning on notifications ensures you won't miss critical updates as they unfold. And as we move deeper into this historic transition, community matters more than ever. By sharing knowledge, warning others about scams, and lifting each other up, we create a network that turns hope into action. The Iraqi dinar revaluation is no longer a distant event. It's the reality unfolding before our eyes. You've made it to this point. Now it's time to move forward wisely, with clarity and purpose. And as always, Iraqi Dinar News will be here with you through it all.